These are devotions for people at a social distance. As I have said many, many times over the past few months, these days, given the unusual circumstances we are living through, it seems like every time I open the Bible and start to read, there's something that I see that I could not have ever seen before, would not have noticed in the same way. And that is absolutely true in a reading I was doing this morning from the book of Genesis, chapter 33. This is the story of the reunion of Jacob and Esau after Jacob has left for a long time. He's had children. He's gotten a whole family in the meantime. He finally returns to the land of his father, and he is ready to encounter his brother Esau. And they didn't have a great relationship, it seems, before. But this is the account of their encounter. Esau said to Jacob, "What do you mean by all this company that I met?" All of these gifts that Jacob had sent before he actually meets Esau. Jacob answered, "To find favor with my lord." But Esau said, "I have enough, my brother. Keep what you have for yourself." Jacob said, "No, please. If I find favor with you, then accept my present from my hand. For truly to see your face is like seeing the face of God, since you have received me with such favor." So that was the phrase that really jumped at me when I was reading it this morning. For truly to see your face is like seeing the face of God. We're living in a time where a lot of us are living in a lot of social isolation. We are not seeing the people that we're used to seeing. We may be talking with them over computer, FaceTime, Zoom, something like that. It's not the same thing as talking to somebody in person, is it? Or we encounter people, and we're now in the place where we encounter people out in the outside world, and guess what? A good part of their face is not there. It is covered by a mask. And so we are deprived of human faces. And sort of that statement of Jacob, to see your face is like seeing the face of God, that is a powerful idea right now, to re-encounter someone, to reconnect with someone. And even in this case, someone maybe you've had problems with in the past, but getting back in touch with them, seeing them face to face, it's like seeing the face of God. God encounters us in other people. Again and again, we see this in the scriptures. This is Jacob saying it explicitly, but it comes up again and again. God seeks to encounter us in other people. We've been cut off from that. And it is good when you can re-encounter God in the face of another person. And of course, you don't absolutely have to be able to see the full face of someone in order to encounter the face of God, to see God in another person. It's actually, as Jacob goes on to say, since you have received me with such favor. When we deal with people with grace, with understanding, forgiveness, even if, as is the case in this story, there's a lot of water under the bridge in the past, it is in those encounters, in the grace, in the favor, in the forgiveness when necessary, that we encounter God in other people. So I guess my challenge to you is, will someone see the face of God in you, in your kindness, in your exercise of grace, in your exercise of forgiveness today, despite whatever impediments we have, the things that are covering our faces or limiting our encounters with others? We can still show grace, and we can still show favor, and God is present in those kinds of encounters. Will you be someone today in whom someone might see the face of God? There's a challenge for you. Let's pray. Lord, it is hard these days. We are feeling, many of us, isolated, cut off. We're not seeing the people we're used to seeing or would like to see. There are impediments to our encounters with others. But let us find ways to show the grace and love and favor of God in the way we deal with other people. Help me today to be someone in whom someone else can see the face of God, and show me the face of God in somebody else. I need that. We all do. Amen.